Good morning. This is Grateful Ed. Hope you're having a great day. It is a great day to be alive, and it's a blessing I'm alive in the world today. There are things that are going on at different levels, but I want to concentrate on. I want to concentrate first on thanking everybody for watching, and also for especially the people who have given me the benefit of the doubt. Okay, when it comes to getting a story out and seeing another side of a story, what I feel, with the gang stalking has been a false narrative. Okay, that has gone on for way, way, way too long, and it's time to balance this out by showing another side of this story and weighing that against a lot of rumors, innuendos, false testimony, and the list goes on as far as the lies and deceit goes. But I want to thank you, from the bottom of my heart on that one to everybody at different levels. Like I say, when I try to work on things and make things happen, there's always different levels, different levels of management, leadership, and also in the spirits that have to, have to come together and work to, make these things, come to light. And sometimes it doesn't always work out exactly as you have planned, but things do work out for the best in the end. I really believe that. So again, I want to talk about gang stalking. I got my bandwidth back a little bit so I can talk a little bit, but the gang stalking is real. Okay, and once you've been blacklisted by your family, the organizations, churches, local government agencies, secret societies, and that can go into state and federal level. Also, when it comes to the government organizations, once you've been blacklisted, okay, there's a lot of things that they can do to disrupt, hold you up, and manipulate. And I haven't brought up the gaslighting, but I got to bring that up when it comes to gang stalking, gaslighting, hacking, illegal surveillance. I mean, the list of, with the technology today, okay, the list goes on and on. But the basic, psychological operation with the gaslighting, that can go on and on, and it's really, it's please realize that I want to tell my story. And if it helps one person to break away from this, break away from the matrix, or break away from, if they've been involved in this thing and they've had a change of heart, then that's a good thing. That's a great thing, okay? Excuse me. But I'm just saying that it is real, and this is part of my story, and I want to use this, make these videos, because the more I talk about it, the more recollections come back to me. Because there's so many that's been happening the past, I'll say 5 years now, and it's a lot. It goes back, since I was a child and a baby, I'm sure. But okay. One, and this is a big issue with the organizations. Okay. Um, I used to go to FedEx. Okay, and I use them. I use FedEx to get on the computer. I've gone different places. I used to go out on, I'll call it 3C Highway. I think it's Mason, I'm not sure, out there, 3C Highway, or I think they opened one up over in Liberty Township too, okay. So, I would go out to these places for years, and it's expensive. But, I had to do it in order to get certain things done, And I use the computer and also use the fax machine and the copiers, that type of thing. So, lately, okay, and this is within the past couple years, there was no issues with them really. I'd go out and do my business. They would help me a little bit, and it was, it's no big deal. Um, but there was a change in the workers. Okay, there was some change in the people that they hired. So, I noticed that, and I noticed the cold shoulder because and why that was, I really don't know. I didn't care. But at the time, I was under heavy attack, and I'm still trying to get some things done. Okay, so when you're under attack like that, you've got to see your way through it no matter what. So, one real incident that I remembered was I was trying to get some documents in either to the VA or to get documents. I know what it was. It was the authorization to get documents from the VA. Okay, and that was for a class action lawsuit on the opioid. Okay, so that day there was somebody that came up, and this new worker, he was very, cold and, like Mr. Whatever. So Mr. Whatever and this, I don't know who this dude was, but I remember it was they were dropping names like a certain, someone of high stature, prominence in maybe the entertainment or sports world, whatever, I don't know. Okay, so they were running their gaslighting on me while I'm trying to do my faxes and get my shit out. So, I noticed it, I took note of it, but, you see your way through, and I got these documents. So, those things were taken care of that day, but, all the chill was noticed, okay? The coldness was noticed, and also the gangster. So, as time went on, I was going out there quite a bit for a while, in order to get documentation together for a lawsuit. And it was very interesting one night when I went out there to make some changes, and there was a lady who slipped up next to me in the computer stall. And it's not unusual, That's not unusual to have somebody, you've got two or three work cubicles there, come in and work, next to you. But the way she came in there, and I was working on changes on a lawsuit, and the way she moved in there, she slipped in and slipped out, and I got a really, really bad feeling that she was in there, part of the hackers, part of manipulating or taking documentation in order to steal that, in order to gain unfair access to a record. So, you know, I'm going to leave it there and just say that if you've got these feelings when you're doing business with places, and you know that your family is part of this shit, and you know that these inner circle, if you're under attack, you got to see your way through. Okay, and you've got to go through it no matter how difficult it may be. Okay, in order to stand up for your rights and do the things which you feel are the right thing to do. Okay, and the good thing about that is that if they were working under the premise that they would never get caught, and that there wouldn't be another set of eyes that could override their decisions because they've been doing these things for so long, I believe they are wrong. Okay, and time will tell on that. Okay, but I have great confidence that these things are going to work out. Okay, on a personal note, okay, and on the same level when it comes to the businesses, okay, and also the businesses that your family, your dear ones that are involved with because of their employment, okay. Uh, if you think that the your business practices, as far as workers' rights and workmen's compensation and disability, these type of things have gone unnoticed during the years, you're wrong. Okay, because how can I? Okay, growing up, there was always a common thread of going around when people would talk about what would happen to people, no matter what that would be. I'm speaking general, but the common thread was they 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 did so and so wrong. Okay, well, who the fuck is they? Number one. Okay, and number two, what was done? What kind of injustice and why was it done? Okay. So, I told the story about I came home. What was it? I think I came home on leave one time. And Ronnie was unemployed because he had problems, with a hernia operate. And, his business he was working at, they left him high and dry. Okay, some of my classmates, they know because they worked there many years. Let's not, let's not pull any illusions on anybody. Okay. So, because of the time and because I believe that there are other people watching and it's time that these truths come out and people speak about them, okay, have the courage to do that, all right, I gotta say. I really doesn't matter if you're a pillar in the community, if your family's been a pillar in the community, if you've got your political influence, okay, and or if you've married into these families, okay, that these things are going to come to light. If you're doing people wrong, and then you're reveling in doing them wrong, and your certain groups know about that, and this is where the gang stalking and the blacklisting comes in about who's in and who's out with this class warfare. This time is up. Okay, I really do believe it. I think that a lot of other people who's been involved in it, they feel that and they know that too. So, I just say, watch what you do and watch what you say, because never say never. That shit can boomerang back on you. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there before I get too long-winded. But, I want to wrap by saying that this gang stalking is real. The gaslighting is real. The blacklisting is real. This crab bowl mentality is real. Okay? Where if you want to be yourself and, use your talents, express yourself, and people feel that you do not have that right, this is a real thing, and you've got to trust your instincts, trust your higher self, your power. How can I? Not, your higher, trusting God or your higher power is what I meant to say. Trust your gut, your intuition, and sometimes you don't have anybody to bounce these things off of because they're all integrated in their system. Okay, so believe that you can overcome this shit, because it is real. These fake governments are crumbling, okay, along with the banking system and along with these traps and webs that have been set up to hold us back and hold us back and keep us from realizing our full potential. Okay, so these things are all crumbling down, and it's all part of it right now. So thank you very much. Have a great day. God bless you. God bless America, and keep on keeping on.